وعجل فرجهم. In the name of God, the compassionate, the merciful. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My dear brothers and sisters, respected viewers, welcome to Karbala. Welcome to land of Hussein. Welcome to land of Abbas. This is exactly the first and the very beginning welcome and greeting that we always and every night have for the beginning of this live ziyarah show, which is the greatest thing because you are literally welcome to Karbala. Because this is how we are trying our best to make it possible for every single one of you to feel yourself here in Karbala. And inshallah, through this live ziyarah show, you're going to feel yourself here. There are messages from respected viewers who are feeling comfortable and thankful to Imam Hussein alayhi salam and Imam Hussein TV channel for granting them such a great opportunity for being able to be Za'ara of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. And I'm really thankful to all the respected viewers, especially those who send us their feedback. Thank you so much. Just like all the other nights, tonight also we are going to start this live ziyarah show by a humble salam and salutation and ziyarah to Imam Hussein alayhi salam. And I'm going to represent you, and on behalf of all the respected viewers who are watching this live ziyarah show, I'm going to stand on my feet and face towards the holy shan of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein alayhi salam and his beloved brother Abu al-Fadl Abbas alayhi salam, and recite a dua al-ziyarah on your behalf. So if you're ready, just join me and let's all together perform the first ziyarah. Ya Allah. السلام عليك يا مولاي يا أبا عبد الله. السلام عليك يا مولاي يا ابن رسول الله. السلام عليك يا ابن أمير المؤمنين وابن سيد الوصيين. السلام عليك يا ابن فاطمة الزهراء سيدة نساء العالمين. السلام عليك وعلى الأرواح التي حلت بفنائك. عليك مني سلام الله أبدا ما بقيت وبقي الليل والنهار، ولا جعله الله آخر العهد مني لزيارتك. السلام على الحسين وعلى علي بن الحسين وعلى أولاد الحسين وعلى أصحاب الحسين. السلام عليك يا مولاي يا قمر بني هاشم. السلام عليك يا أبا الفضل العباس ابن أمير المؤمنين. السلام عليك يا ساقي العطاشة. السلام عليك أيها العبد الصالح المطيع لله ولرسوله ولأمير المؤمنين والحسن والحسين ورحمة الله وبركاته. Bain al-Haramain, just the area between the holy shan of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein alayhi salam and his beloved brother Abu al-Fadl Abbas alayhi salam, is covered by people, by za'ireen, by visitors, by those who have come here to pledge allegiance to Mawla Abu Abdullah al-Hussein alayhi salam. It is 10:30. It is late at night now in Karbala, but still there are lots of people inside the holy shan of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. There are lots of people who are in Bain al-Haramain. There are lots of za'ireen who come to Karbala and they have lots of requests from Imam Hussein alayhi salam and Abu al-Fadl Abbas alayhi salam. And you also need to be here. You also, I'm sure actually, that you also are wishing to be here in Karbala, just amongst those za'ireen who are spending their lives, spending the hours and the minutes and the seconds of their lives here in this land. And due to the narrations, according to the ahadith of Ahlul Bayt salawatullahi wa salamu alayhim ajma'een, the time of ziyarah, or the time that the ziyarah of Imam Hussein alayhi salam is spending in Karbala, is not counted from his life, or in other words, it's just like an extra period of time to his life. I don't know exactly the meaning of it. You know, when I say I don't know, I mean that there, because this is kalam of Ma'soom. This is the narration of Ma'soom, and maybe there are sorry, really sorry. Meanings, maybe there are some other thing that's a Ma'soom also. Uh, Yeah, I really do apologize for the break that just happened unintentionally. You know, this is the human being, and just in the middle of my speaking, you know, I just sneezed, and I'm really sorry for that. Anyway, let me say that I don't know what's the meaning of this hadith exactly, because maybe Imam wants to reveal the truth and something that is not known for us, you know. But according to some of the experiences that people have had by performing and visiting the holy shrine of Imam Hussein alayhi salam here in Karbala, and which is also logic, which is also really reasonable, people when come to ziyarah of Imam Hussein alayhi salam, they feel free from any hardship or you know, difficulty that they are facing in their lives. So, you know, psychologically, when you feel relief from your pains, your bad thoughts, and, you know, the things that just bother you, you get a type of tranquility. You reach to a level of tranquility and peace, which gives you a better health, more strength, so you can feel better. And this literally and logically, you know, increases the time of one's life. Just let me give you an example, okay? And this is my example. I'm not sure, once again, I say that I'm not sure if this is the only meaning of this hadith, but I'm just thinking about it, you know, I'm thinking about it, that, okay, if you just imagine a car which is operating, it's moving, it's just doing its task. If you overload this car by, I don't know, the loads, or by just pushing the, the gas more and just speeding it up, and putting so much pressure on this car, for sure the life of this car will be shortened. While when you make it feel easy, or you just use it just in a very regular and a very great condition, then indeed, consequently, the life of the operating of this car will extend. Okay, so this is exactly maybe what happens to a human being while being here in Karbala. And I'm just looking at this hadith from the physical logic point of view, which is not the only reason why Imam has said this. For sure, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, upon all the other physical or logic, I don't know, consequences and reasons, He is the creator, and He has got the authority and the will to give more life and to extend the life of the Za'irina of Imam Hussein alayhi salam as He wants, and we believe in it, and it's undoubtedly just like that. But I just told you that if I want to think about it, how it can be possible, yeah, it can be discussed in this way, that it can be possible, because as I said, once again, those who come to Karbala and spend their time in Karbala, they feel that they are free from all the hardships and the thoughts and depressions that they were feeling before coming to Karbala. So alhamdulillah that when we are here next to the holy shrine of Imam Hussein alayhi salam, we have such a feeling. And I wish, inshallah, soon you also be able to be here in Karbala amongst the Za'irin of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein alayhi salam. And what we are trying to do in Imam Hussein TV channel is to make it possible for every one of you to feel being here in Karbala. How? You may ask how. The number which is shown below the screen is ready to receive your call. You simply need to call the number, and the cell phone here rings, and yep, I'm here to pick up the phone and let your voice echo into the atmosphere of Karbala. Ya Hussein, Ya Abu Abdullah. I hope and I ask Imam Hussein alayhi salam to make it possible for every one of you to be here in Karbala amongst the Za'irin of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein alayhi salam, which is a really great experience. And Za'irin of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein alayhi salam are experiencing it in a great way when they come to the vicinity and near the holy shrine of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein alayhi salam. They show their love towards Abu Abdullah al-Hussein alayhi salam, and that is great. Yeah, I really wish if all of you would be able to come here and be Za'ir of Imam Hussein alayhi salam, and I'm sure that it will happen sooner or later, because if you think of it, if you want to be Za'ir of Imam Hussein alayhi salam, indeed you will be, inshallah. Just for now, let me invite all of you to watch those great and beautiful footages from the holy shrine of Imam Hussein alayhi salam, and feel yourself here as the camera goes around the holy shrine of Imam Hussein alayhi salam, Bainul Haramain and the other places, and just try to feel yourself here in Karbala, inshallah, and then try to connect your heart to Imam Hussein alayhi salam. Let's have a break, and then I will be back again. السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله. السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله. يا ابن رسول الله, the grandson of the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him. We send our salams and salutations to you, and we once again pledge allegiance to you. Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein. My dear brothers and sisters, Karbala is a great place for those who love Ahlul Bayt salawatullahi wa salamu alayhim ajma'in. And I have mentioned this several times, that when you come to Karbala, the first request and the main request that one can have from Imam Hussein alayhi salam, besides all the other requests that we have for our physical health, for health, for economical situations that we have, the main and the most important request that we need to have and ask Imam Hussein alayhi salam for is the hidayah and the guidance. I'm receiving a call from Zahra of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum, sister. How are you? Sister, do you hear me? Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. I can hear you. Do you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Sister, you are calling Karbala, and this is Welcome to Karbala Live Ziyarah. As we are live right now, you can send your salam to Imam Hussein alayhi salam and be Zahra of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. Please go ahead.
Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum ya Aba Abdillah. Assalamu alaikum ya Ibn Rasulullah. Assalamu alaikum ya Ibn Amir al-Mu'mineen wa Ibn Sayyid al-Wasim. Assalamu alaikum ya Ibn Fatima Sayyid al-Nisa al-Alamin. Assalamu alaikum ya Sara wa Ibn Sari wa Lidu wa Tur. Assalamu ala al-Husayn wa ala Ali al-Husayn wa ala al-Husayn wa ashab al-Husayn. Assalamu alaikum ya Abul Fadl Abbas ya Ibn Amir al-Mu'mineen. Assalamu alaikum ya Sayyid al-Wasim. Assalamu alaikum ya Abdul Sadi wa Lillahi Rasul. Assalamu alaikum ya أفضل الشهداء. السلام عليكم جميعا ورحمة الله وبركاته. يا كاشف الكرب أنواج الحسين الإسلامي شفيع كربي بك أفريقيا الحسين اللهم صل على محمد وإمام الأول لايف كربلاء دعا مانگ لینا.
MashaAllah. Thank you so much, sister, for your ziyarah. May Allah bless you, and inshallah keep us in your dua as well. So thank you so much for your ziyarah. If there's anything else you would like to say, feel free, and if no, you're done. So labbaik ya Hussein. Labbaik ya Hussein. MashaAllah. Thank you so much. Ya Abu Abdullah, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein. Alhamdulillah. Sending our salams and salutations to Imam Hussein alayhi salam makes us feel a great connection to Ahlul Bayt. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah that we are blessed by masters that they are the manifestation of Allah's power, of God's great values on earth. When we say that they are kind, they are great, they are great masters, we really need to believe in what we say. Ya Abu Abdullah, when you go through the ahadith and narrations from Ahlul Bayt salawatullahi wa salamu alayhim ajma'in, when you go through the historical events that happened to Ahlul Bayt salawatullahi wa salamu alayhim ajma'in, and you read how great they were dealing with any situation, one feels proud of having such great masters. I'm receiving another call from another Zahra from Hussein alayhi salam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, sister.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. You're calling Karbala, and this is Welcome to Karbala Live Ziyarah. I hope you're doing well. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, we are well. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm doing well, and I'm really happy hearing your voice. And inshallah, you're ready to perform your ziyarah and say salam to Imam Hussein alayhi salam. Are you ready?
Yes.
Great, great. So go ahead and perform your ziyarah.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Jabajam. Assalamu alaikum ya Rasulullah. Assalamu alaikum ya Amir al-Mu'minin wa Sayyid al-Wasim. Assalamu alaikum ya Fatima al-Zahra Sayyidat al-Nisa al-Alamin. Assalamu alaikum ya Khadija al-Kubra. Assalamu alaikum ya Hasan al-Mujtaba. السلام عليك يا عبد الله الحسين ولا الهواه التي ثبتناك عليك بني جميع السلام الله الضباب كيدو بكيل ونها ولا جلاه آخر عهد مني لزيارتكم السلام على الحسين ولا علي بن الحسين ولا على الحسين ولا أصحاب الحسين ولا فيك الحسين ولا أختك الحسين ولا أم البنين ولا قصة المعصومين من ذريتك الحسين علي بن الحسين ومحمد بن علي وجعفر بن محمد وموسى بن جعفر وعلي بن موسى ومحمد بن علي وعلي بن محمد والحسن بن علي أسلم لك إلا بالسلامة لله ولرسوله والأمير المؤمنين والحسن والحسين السلام عليك يا أبا فضل العباس بن أمير المؤمنين السلام عليك يا ابن سيد الوسيم السلام عليك يا باب الهوامج السلام عليكم يا سكر سكينة السلام عليك يا سكر لتاشا السلام عليك يا قمر بني هاشم يا كاشف الكرب عن وجه الحسين عليه السلام اكشف كرب حقيقة الحسين عليه السلام السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته السلام عليكم يا صاحب العصر والزمان الأمان من فتنة الزمان السلام عليكم يا خليفة الرحمن السلام عليكم يا إمام العز والجان أجل فرجك وسهل مخرجك وسهل السلام عليكم أهل بيت النبوة مادر الصلاة جميع ورحمة الله وبركاته اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وجل فرجهم.
MashaAllah, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farjahum. Thank you so much, sister, for your call. May Allah bless you. MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Is there anything you would like to add, you would like to mention as...
I mean, I haven't been able to, we haven't been able to hear the program because we weren't actually at home. And I looked at the time and I said to Mahdiya, I don't care, we're out, we had to do some important work. And I said, I don't care what happens. On our way home, it'll be time for ziyarah. So we make sure we call in. and I said to Mahdiya, quickly, we need to call now. After we finished our job, as we were on our way home, we were about 2 minutes away from home and we called you. And we just parked outside, looking at the sun getting ready to set. Naturally, we're facing Qibla, and we were just doing the ziyarah, and it just felt like such a wonderful moment.
MashaAllah,
right
MashaAllah. I'm really happy hearing your voice once again here in Karbala and making it echo into the atmosphere of this holy land. And inshallah.
So again, my apologies, we couldn't actually hear the program this time.
Oh, no.
So I don't know what you've actually discussed or what you've been talking about.
I was talking about one of the ahadith of Ahlul Bayt, which says that the period of time which Zahar spends in Karbala is not counted as his life, you know, just like the life time of the Zahra of Hussein expands, you know, and just I just try to discuss it logically and, you know, not from the point of view of you know, let's say the divine description. Just try to think of it logically, and I saw that it is logically true, because when you come to Karbala, you feel that you relieve from any pain, from any problem, from any hardship that you are feeling in life. So consequently, one will feel better, and when you feel better, you have less pressure on your heart, you have less pressure on your health, on your body. So consequently, one will live longer. So this is just a very, very humble and very, very easy conclusion of this hadith. Although I'm sure that Imam means even more and beyond this kind of imagination and this kind of thinking, which is the divine effect of this, the divine effect of ziyarah of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. That was what I was talking about actually.
Well, you know, subhanAllah, you should say this because when we came to Karbala in 2014, it was during a very difficult phase of my life. And when I came there, although I thought in my heart that I will ask for this, I will ask for this, I will say this, I will speak about this. Once you get to the actual Haram and even Bain al-Haramain,
Yeah, exactly.
or even step inside, you forget everything.
Indeed.
There were moments where I was standing in front of the Zari and all I wanted to do was Madam and recite a Noha or recite the Qasida for Imam Hussein.
Yeah,
and that would be it. And I wouldn't, and even in the Haram of Hazrat Abbas, you know, I would just do that.
Sure.
And you stand there staring blankly at the Zari and you think, you know, I don't know if I really want to say
it's exactly just like you have already received all your requests, and there is nothing you want more than being with Imam Hussein alayhi salam. Yeah.
That moment of being there. I mean, one of my most favorite moments of being in Karbala was once an incident happened where, you know, in the women's section it gets a bit crazy, and I've noticed the men's section is a lot calmer, but the women's section tends to be a little bit crazy. So, you know, people pushing and shoving to try and get to the front to touch and everything. So there was a moment where it became a bit too much, and you know, somebody nearly got crushed. A friend of mine who was with us, and a hijab came off, and I screamed at the women, and I started shouting at them in Urdu, you know, saying, you know, you need to behave. This is not what Hazrat Abbas would have wanted. So they all went quiet. They all looked at me and they're like, sabr, sabr, sabr. And then they all parted and said, here's the Zari, go to the Zari, thinking I was screaming for the Zari. And I was actually screaming for my friend who was getting crushed. And she was she had a panic attack there, and then it was a very difficult situation.
Yeah.
And then after that situation happened, we went to the office. We tried to, you know, sort of say, you know, you need to calm down the women's section, you know, have it a bit more organized, because here's us Britishers thinking, you know, let's form an orderly queue. But that doesn't actually work.
Yeah.
And so they began to, you know, sort of offer us tea and everything else. And then my friend, because she had this panic attack, she just wanted to leave and get back to the hotel. So we went back to the hotel, and then later on that evening, I returned on my own. And I went back to the Haram and back to the Haram of Hazrat Abbas. And I just stood there thinking, you know, why did that happen, and all this, that, and the other. All we wanted to do was do our ziyarat and do our recitation and everything. And then suddenly, somehow, I found myself standing under the dome, directly beneath the dome in the center, where the point is. No, you were asleep at the hotel. And I ended up reciting a Noha in Urdu, and everyone went quiet, and all the women joined. And this is the first time something like this happened.
MashaAllah.
And all the women joined in, and we were doing Matam just so orderly and quietly, and you know, in a proper way, without everyone going crazy. And that moment felt so awe-inspiring, amazing. I can't describe it, brother.
Yeah, I know. One becomes speechless when it comes like that.
And all the you know, concerns, the complaints about what happened earlier just disappeared. You know.
Yep.
All I could see, the Zari of Hazrat Abbas was in front of me. There was nobody standing in front of it. Everybody was just standing, listening to my recitation and joining in.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah.
And that moment felt, you know, like a godsend, and something from Hazrat Abbas himself to sort of say, look, okay, this is what happened, but now this is what's happening.
Yeah.
You know?
And all are great, you know, actually, although sometimes people just rush and just push each other when they are around the Dharih. But, you know, for the person who knows the value of the person who is inside the Darih, which is not, it is only his body there, but we believe that Imam is alive. He's watching us. He hears what we hear, what we say.
Absolutely.
You know, you are okay and you are satisfied when you also staged a little bit aside the Darih and recite the ziyarah, and you make your a heart connection to Imam, and that is exactly what happens. Although the other people are, you know, they're trying to catch the Darih and touch it, which is also min bab al-thawab, and they want to be, you know, blessed by this act. But, you know, everyone just approaches the Darih according to his or her belief and, you know, tranquility that they want to get. And all are pleasant, inshallah. Sister, the time is over, and we are just getting closer to the end of this live ziyarah show, but I'm really happy hearing your voice. Once again, we had the opportunity to have you as a Zahra from Hussein. Once again, I'm really happy. I'm thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Please keep us in your dua, and inshallah, the next time we will have you again, inshallah.
And quickly, please, may I request a dua for Sister Zainab? She's gone in for her treatment. So the next 5 days are very crucial for her. So please remember her in your duas, inshallah.
Inshallah, may Allah.
Please pray for Mahdiya. She's got tests this week at school, so inshallah she does well.
Inshallah, inshallah, inshallah. For the sake of Ahlul Bayt, inshallah, she is going to succeed in all her exams, inshallah. Thank you so much, sister, for your call.
Sorry, brother, they're all, I'm a terrible mother. She's waiting for her results, so she's done all the tests.
Inshallah, inshallah. Her results are good, inshallah, just like her behavior and her, you know, attitude, that which she's a really great girl, actually. Thank you so much, sister, for your ziyarah. Thank you. Thank you so much. May Allah bless you. And unfortunately, the time is over, so we need to ask you that this is, ask you to say Labbaik Ya Hussein, just like that. Labbaik Ya Hussein. May Allah bless you, mashallah. Thank you so much, brothers and sisters, respected viewers. May Allah bless you all, and it's time to say Labbaik Ya Hussein. Hussein.